Hello everyone, I'm the Thenthapple, and today we're going to look at the Skull of Corruption and the battle between the cult of Vaermina and a priest of Mara. So this takes place in Nightcaller Temple, but first of all we're going to have to take a little side trip to Dawnstar to actually meet the individual who we're going to be requesting the aid of on this quest, and will actually give us the quest in the first place. Keep in mind that the artifact in here, the Skull of Corruption, counts towards the achievement Oblivion Walker, just in case you wanted to know. So we're going into this little place here, Wind Peak Inn, and we can actually hear the people complaining about nightmares that is being plagued the town.
It has to be. I've got to get out of this town. Erandur, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams.
This fucker playing the lute here.
Tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fruki. They are just dreams, my dear.
Yes, let us talk to Erandur and find out what the fuck is happening.
Need something?
Aye.
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Is that really the case though?
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vaermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness.
I wish that bitch in the background would stop singing.
Before the damage becomes permanent.
I'd say it probably already is permanent.
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
Aye, sure, why not?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
Yeah, why not? You look like a trustworthy individual.
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
Okay, let's find a bit more about Vaermina.
Vaermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a
Giggity.
nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
Alright, so what is she doing with these memories?
Who can say?
Oh.
Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Okay, well, let's go.
I promise to
So
answer.
yeah, once we're inside here, he starts creeping along like this, and we can see at the back, a carving of Vaermina conceals a secret wall, and that this temple has been ransacked the fuck, pillars destroyed, and we can clearly hear a very strange gonging sound. Now, this is what Vaermina appears to look like, and he can actually open this using fire, oddly enough. It's kind of weird. Yeah. We also see a little shrine to Mara that he set up in order to get repentance for what he has done, which was run out and leave all his friends to die like a cowardly fucker. So there's a couple of books you can read in here, but really not much else apart from a ransacked place of worship. So, let's actually enter the temple itself and get a little bit of a gander what these people were like. So right off the bat, we've got wine and we've got skulls. So these people were creepy fuckers.
Now I can show you the
And also
source
this
of the
weird
nightmares.
fog.
Over here.
And he's gonna show us just what's creating these nightmares. Right down here. Look at it. It's ugly. It's minging.
Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Okay, excuse me.
Yes,
Oh.
the Miasma was created by the priests of Vaermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the Miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
Yeah, of course it's fucking dangerous.
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the Miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely.
Oh.
In some cases, a few never awoke at all.
Well, that's why you shouldn't play with refilling, kids. Right, so oddly enough, it doesn't affect us for some reason. Not really sure why, can't remember if they ever actually explained that. I don't think he does. But yeah. These guys are still alive, and you're gonna have to kill them. Come on the fuck. So there's a barrier here, unfortunately.
Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the Miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
I'd like to point out we could probably just hit a hole in the wall next to it, like to the right of you. We could probably get through. Just saying.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience.
Ah, fuck.
I was a priest of Vaermina.
Jesus Christ. He's a lying bastard.
When the Orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
All your friends are dead. I don't really think that's possible at this point. But you can try.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
So what about this skull?
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day.
Okay. So it's adapting essentially.
We mustn't tarry.
Well, now we have to head to the
As
biblioteca.
soon as possible.
And be careful in the biblioteca, because there are many things trying to kill you in the biblioteca. So, use your words, not violence. Die, you cunt. There we go. That's using your words. So, as we can see, this was usually a place of massive tomes of arcane knowledge, and it's all burned down and fucked now. Now the question has to be asked, why are all the books burned and the cabinets aren't? We don't know, but we can actually find the book The Dream Stride here and find out a bit about this potion that we have to drink. Essentially it lets you enter someone else's dream, and then come out of their dream when they wake up in the geographical location. So, in the book it says, some people have appeared a few feet, others thousands of miles, and they're acting like they can't understand that, but to me it's pretty clear that the reason you would appear further away is because the person traversed a larger distance in their dream, or in the memory that you were walking in. So, there's a couple more of these tinkers downstairs, but they shouldn't really pose any much of a problem to you. And if they do, well, that's fucking pathetic to be honest. So once again, use your words, and kill the bastards. Then give the book to Erandur.
Interruptions. Perhaps we can locate the information I need.
I already have it.
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vaermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere.
Here we go.
Let me take a look.
I find it very creepy the way that book is not the same size as the one that I found.
There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vaermina's torpor.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vaermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Definitely sounds applicable. Well, let's drink this bastard. Where is it?
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
So essentially this plan is a complete and utter fucking fling in the dark, and there's a very slim chance it'll actually work.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vaermina, or the unaffiliated.
So anyone who's not a priest of Mara then. It's kind of weird.
I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
You've lied to me once, don't know if I can trust you.
All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
Okay.
The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
So, going a bit deeper in, we can actually just see the sort of provisions room, and just how many people were actually present in this temple. A lot of food, a lot of casks, a lot of very rare, potions, lotions, and ingredients. So these were a very well-founded and ancient group that had fingers in a lot of pies, shall we say. So there's more of these bastards in here, unfortunately. But you'll take care of them without too much bother. Now
that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
it's a big bottle, probably.
It should be in a small bottle.
Oh, no.
Very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
What will the dream slide feel like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vaermina.
I don't know whether he's saying real life or the dream
I'll
itself.
watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vaermina's curious appetite has been filled.
Essentially meaning you could be in the dream stride for a fucking million years.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid.
Alright,
If you
you.
find it, bring it to me.
I will. So you can see a couple of other ingredients here and just how messed up this laboratory was, but also how well stocked it was. Also, things have fallen down and smashed tables, but I don't really know from where. I can't figure out where the pillars were present before. Anyway, the torpor is located on this shelf right here, and after this you'll be bringing it back to Erandur and swigging it.
Yes, I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the Orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way.
I'd say
Drink.
I probably got us this far, you cheeky bastard.
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vaermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
You just said you were unsure of the outcome. You don't know shit, you lying cunt.
Let's continue.
Alright, well, anyway, the only thing you can do is really drink this at this point. You can't continue the quest without doing so. Ah, fuck. Let's do it.
The Orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Vaermina.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The Miasma must be released.
The Miasma? But brother,
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vaermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vaermina?
How the fuck do you know the will of a god, you cheeky bastard?
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the Miasma. Let nothing stop you.
I want to point out here that this is actually you're present in this part. You can control the character, so it's really not someone else's memories so much as you're inhabiting the individual and then acting out your part. Also, see this bastard here? He's killed someone and he's just having a cup of tea. This is the hardest cunt present in this temple by a vast margin. So you can see the rest of them fighting people, getting killed, some of them using magic, and I swear to Christ, in this room over here, some fucking rhubar's using his bare hands instead of magic. Look at him. Fucking moron. Look at those hooks. Anyway, so you proceed forward until you find where the miasma is released, and you have to do so, unfortunately. Right here. So you release the miasma, and eventually it will affect everyone, put them all into a deep slumber, and then you'll be present here again, where you can then deactivate the barrier. I'd also like to point out that some of the corpses that were present in this dream on the outside of this barrier are not present when we get back here, even though they should be. There should have been at least two Vaermina cultist there, but there isn't. It's weird. And you talk to Erandur again.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
I don't like how surprised he was that it worked. You assured me it would.
How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull.
Ha, nerd. Alright, let's go.
Indeed. My reverence for Vaermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
So, as you progress further in, you're actually going to see a lot of the corpses that you've seen before are going to be present this time, bar the ones that were on the other side of the barrier. So, you'll have to deal with a couple of people. You'll be able to see that they were very much likely in the middle of eating food when this all happened, and that they were still very well stocked. A very well made temple, all in all. So, you've got one more person here, the psycho drinking a cup of tea is gone, and after this, you'll be entering this sanctum here, where two individuals are still sane enough to speak.
Wait. There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Erandur, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the Miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
They both have the same voice. So after this, let's talk to him one more time.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
Probably. You did run out and leave your friends to die. We can be nice though.
Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier.
So yeah, he's going to make an incantation, then Vaermina's actually going to ask us to intervene.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you.
What?
When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Erandur will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vaermina commands you.
Yeah, I have a problem with authority figures. Go fuck yourself, bitch. Erandur, finish it. Go on, son. This takes a while, by the way.
We must get to the skull and destroy it.
What? It just disappears. It's kind of an anticlimax, really. Let's speak to him one more time.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
Ak, you're alright.
In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Okay.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
Yeah, you're right. It should be me. So, now we can kill him this time, and take the skull for our own. Alright. Check your privilege. So now we can get the skull of corruption. Right here. It's a creepy looking thing, isn't it? So yep. Completes the quest. It's one Daedric artifact towards Oblivion Walker. And it sort of just shoots stuff, so we can see it here. Okay. has 20 points of damage and 50 if you collect people's dreams. And it sort of just shoots out a little bit of a ray. It's kind of fun to push bodies around with, I enjoy it. And obviously it is charged with souls as well. So keep that in mind if you're going to spam it. You can also loot Erandur's body and get the key to Nightcaller Temple if you ever want to come back here repeatedly. But beyond that, I think the trade-off of getting him as a companion is much better than getting this skull, because this skull isn't a very good weapon. In the scheme of things, anyway. Well, that's it. That's Nightcaller Temple. The goddess Vaermina had an artifact called the Skull of Corruption that, because it was isolated for so long, because the priests of Vaermina were attacked by the Orcs, they used the Miasma to put themselves into a deep sleep. They didn't awaken from that sleep, and the skull evolved over time and was able to reach out and take dreams and turn them into nightmares. Erandur, a former member of the cult of Vaermina, now a priest of Mara, seeks out our help, and we help him destroy the Skull of Corruption. After that, he becomes our companion, or we can be a wee shit, turn our back on him, and stab him in the back. But only shits do that. I would also like to gladly say that there are no goats at the end of this video. I'm not being stalked, it was all in my head. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, favorite, and subscribe. You know the drill. Suggestions are very much appreciated, as are comments, as I love talking to you guys. And I hope I will see you in the next episode. And goodbye. This is the end of the episode. You reached it. Here, have a metaphysical high five. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave some feedback in the comments section below. If you have any suggestions for future content, I would love to hear them. Or just to hear you talking to me in general, because it's pretty good crack. If you want to talk to me on a more regular and or personal and or quicker level, follow me on Twitter at thenthapple. If you want to get regular updates to my content, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, why not give it a like? And if you want to let other people see it and help me grow, I always appreciate shares, because sharing is caring. And as always, I hope I will see you in my next episode. And goodbye.